Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the new moon in Virgo. How are you doing? I'm just checking in with you guys. It is morning time here. I've got Banish and Protection candles lit. This is just my own personal Banish candle with a sigil, some runes, and all that good stuff. For dark moon work, we are banishing and releasing cords and attachments, and this is the work that I've been doing. These are my own personal oils, by the way. This is a protection oil with my protection sigil, which is kind of worn off, but it's all good. It matches my candle over here. And then I've got my my banishing oil with the same sigil. So how are you guys doing? You know, Virgo new moons can be really refreshing because you can kind of get that return to self embodiment energy going on. You want to clean up, you want to declutter, you want to you know, it makes me think, I saw a picture on Instagram, it makes me think of the squirrel. And now Spirit is saying, go grab this oracle deck. Hold on, guys. All right. You're gonna do what you're gonna do, you know. I've got Maya Toll, by the way. Oh my gosh, everything. She has oops, I'm sorry, guys. She has a crystal Arium too. This is the herbiary, and I also have the bestiary, and you know, I'm saying that word feels so awkward. These are so wonderful. Oh, Spirit. I haven't pulled these out in a while. So the decks, you know, I think she's actually reprinted like full cardstock decks now. I can't remember, but these don't bother me. But I wouldn't mind having like these came in the backs of the books and you kind of like pull them out. But nonetheless, beautiful energy. Yeah, Virgo new moon can really be like that friend who comes in your house when you've been depressed for 3 weeks or you've been really going through it. And we have. It's been huge, massive, intense heart chakra work. Intense burning away the dross, clearing karmic connections. It's been intense. We've wrapped up Leo season. We're out of it by almost a week now. My rising is in Leo, so it's good, but I also have a sun and moon in Aquarius, so sometimes it's like a lot of gas in the ethers and not enough fuel. But anyway, you know, Leo season was good in a lot of ways. It was just intense. There's a lot of Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. Whew. There's a lot of karmic cycle completion going on, and it's on so many levels. I won't go on about that in this video because we're talking about Virgo new moon. So on a deeper level, the thing about this Virgo new moon, which was peaking at around 4 a.m. this morning, it is a work, you know, work, service, well-being. This is but this new moon cycle that we're stepping into, opening up today, is squaring Mars. And it's a Sun-Mars square, and is gonna be intense. And we're in what we call the shadow, like we're about to go in here soon into the shadow. It's like the precursor to the retrograde of Mercury. We've just got, you know, Mars doesn't want to slow down. It's a very aggressive planet. It's a very egoic energy, and it can create some tension. I will say the best plan, of course, is self-focus, self-work, self-love, cleaning, banishing. Again, my vibe, personally, that's why I'm showing you guys the candles and oils. My vibe has really been like protection while I banish. Cleaning, organizing, reevaluating action plans, being in your body, embodiment, movement, Exercise, yoga, whatever that looks like for you, and being in nature, just be grounding into embodiment, returning to being discerning about ourselves. It's just going to be kind of like this whole tension. We really need to pay attention to our words, to our energy, to our thoughts. We need a lot of balance, whatever can be balancing. However, if you feel, Spirit is saying, like, if you feel yourself being in a place where you can't really listen in a genuine way and not be triggered, nothing wrong with being triggered, guys, not at all. But I'm just saying, embodiment, nature, plans, movement. I was saying before, and this is what nudged me to go grab the other decks, is I think of a squirrel. We are getting ready to go into the second leg of our harvest season, and Mabon and all these things in September. And by the time we get into October, that there really is some last harvesting, but that's the wheel coming down to the death of the wheel of the year. Technically the year is kind of dying as we go into winter. So right now we're kind of gathering up the rest of our nuts. We're gathering up the last strings of the sunlight, of the energy, of the things and why we did them, and we're using discernment and pulling our energy back into ourselves. I'm seeing the Hermit card. Is that the Virgo card? I can't remember. I'm seeing the Hermit card. I'm seeing Temperance in my mind. Spirit is showing me balance, equilibrium, calling all of our energy back into ourselves. And if we can't listen to others, is listening to ourselves. We've got Saturn still in retrograde in Aquarius. We've got Uranus in retrograde. We've got our energies wanting to dive deeper, but with this tension and this square Mars with Virgo, it's kind of like that old, I'm about to get everybody together. And is not really going to be productive. I'm never saying don't honor your voice if you need to use it, if you need to speak up for yourself, but I'm just saying conflict may not necessarily go in your favor. This may be a better energy to just let me remove myself and go create something or clean something. It's that energy. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. Mind what you're doing and not what everybody else is doing. As this energy, there's always plenty. Remember, Mom would be like, I'll give you something to do if you don't look. Spirit said we have plenty of work to do within ourselves. You can go find something to journal about. You could go exercise. You got something to clean over here. Don't worry about it. This is the energy. Because Mars, mind you, is while the square is going on to this new moon, Mars is in Gemini. Okay, so there's impulsive, mental energy. Mars can be egoic and aggressive. So again, we just don't, how we're moving, how we're speaking, we need to stop. It's like, stop. Count yourself down to 10 and keep it moving. Go clean something. Go finish some piece of work good and well you should be finishing, instead of spiraling out with this person. Go write it down somewhere. Release it. Go take a walk. Go take a jog. This is the energy. We need to cultivate healthy grounding and pausing practices, okay? Because again, we're also prepping for then Mercury to go into the shadow to prep for retrograde. So we're going to be rethinking, we're going to be reviewing, where the past is going to want to come up in our minds, and you got to catch yourself with that Virgo. Virgo will get somebody together in a hot minute, and it will be valid. Listen, I'm not invalidating it, but I'm just telling you to pause. Okay? We've got Jupiter in retrograde in Aries, and it's just, there's this Eris, the goddess of chaos and discord, moving around too. Listen, Linda. We want pure focused energy. We want to ground down. We want to be embodied. Because especially like in working environments, we can become critical. Virgo can be a really critical energy. We don't turn that into judgment. It's not going to be healthy. It's just going to go negative. Grounding, nature, be in your breath, relax, turn to your spiritual practice, get creative. Do something a squirrel would do. Can you can something? Do you need to store something? Do you need to clean something to make space, to organize? Do you need to donate something? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's kind of touching on the energy of this new moon. We need discernment. We need to pull our energy back into ourselves and self-love. We don't want to lash out. We want to be evolving, not devolving. Let's take some salt baths. I've been preaching on salt baths for like a month. Y'all get into it, please. I love you guys. Let's look at, I didn't want to go too long on this because I'm going to be booking new moon readings. Oh, what we got? Look at that. White sage, clear the way. Very nice for a new moon. Clear the way. Let's read about it. Maya Toll's books are so wonderful. I just literally would read from them because not only is the art beautiful, the writing is she has a way of saying what needs to be said, but not with too many words, and I respect that because, you know, I got so much air in my chart. Y'all be talking too much. White sage, where are you? Ooh, white sage. Y'all, I'm in the bestiary book. Look at this. I caught myself looking at the birds, y'all. White sage. It's not alphabetical order, of course it's not. Page number 36. White sage, clearing the way. Look, it's so beautiful. I like the bones too, you guys. So this is what I'm reading. Life can be sticky. Ooh, y'all. Saturn retrograde is heavily clearing out low frequency vibrations, low frequency contracts with your energy, with your heart space, with your third eye, with your crown chakra. Is clearing out, is getting collected if you're trying to evolve higher. Okay, so sticky energy is such a good word for that low laying sludge, okay? Life can be sticky. Members of the Sage clan have been used in a multitude of cultures for clearing the invisible wisps of energy that cling barnacle-like to people and places, and I'm going to say auras, okay? Whether you think of those energies as your own spent emotions, which is true, or older versions of yourself, or trauma, anyway, or the leftover emanations of someone else's, Sage can help you make your peace and move on. Ooh, that is such a vibe. Sage is sacred because it clears the way, creating a blank canvas and an open path, allowing you the opportunity to reach your full potential. Sage's appearance tells you that a block needs to be cleared. Y'all, was I not just speaking? Okay, Spirit. It needs to be cleared, whether you can name it or not, so you can move forward. Listen, sometimes when I feel it, but I can't speak on it, I will literally just call on my ancestors, my guides, and my higher self to find it for me and then still do the clearing work. And if you don't have sage, a salt bath is clearing. Putting your feet in the free-flowing water of like a river, or if all you can do is literally sit outside on the earth, on the ground, listen, get some olive oil, charge it with your intentions, and put some basil in it. Or better yet, even if you have rosemary in your kitchen, boom, simple, right? Get a tea light candle from the dollar store, from any little store. Toss you some rosemary and some salt on there and charge it with your intention from your third eye. And you can let your ancestors and your higher self and your guides go in for you if you can't name it, okay? Now, she does these lovely ritual pages and these reflections I'm going to read you. Smudging uses smoke from sage, cedar, palo santo, sweetgrass, or other culturally important plants as a blessing or way of clearing negative energy. It does for your energy field what hitting the reset button does for your computer. Ooh. The ancients believed that burning released the plant's spirit so it could assist us in keeping the air clear of emotions and emanations of illness. Modern science shows that sage smoke contains volatile compounds that kill airborne bacteria, so the ancient and the modern align. Imagine that. I had... Oh, this one, I like this one. I think it's like... Y'all, let me just get a leaf. It's a different kind of sage mixed with, I want to say mugwort, but hold on. I'm burning myself a little leaf. I can't burn a lot in the RV, you guys, but Spirit said burn it. Anyway, even if you smudged a zillion times before, smudge regularly. You can use white sage or culinary sage, which both Celtic and Middle Eastern cultures have used for this purpose. Yes. The reflection says, letting go. Modern psychology teaches that we need to understand our emotions before we can release them. Yes, I always speak on this. You could do a ritual. You could grab any stone. You could take a salt bath. You could do anything imaginable. You could burn 25 candles. But if you're not doing the work of understanding the pattern, understanding the wound, understanding the trauma, understanding what we call in shadow work, the root, tracing it back to the inner child, tracing it back to that wound, is never going to be released. Because it's all about your intention. But how do you set a clear vision for intention if you don't have understanding, right? Okay, that's like punishing a little child but not telling them why. They don't understand. Neither does your inner child and your spirit, because it's hurting. I'm going to go on. In contrast, traditional healing and shamanic practices offer release without conscious cognitive awareness. That's what I'm talking about. If you can't put your finger on it, speak to your ancestors and guides. When you smudge, you're taking advantage of the latter. Let the smoke lift away whatever isn't serving your path, and then check in with yourself. The mantra says, am I willing to release without analyzing? Ooh, air sign. Hello, I feel that. Y'all, can we do anything without analyzing? Where are my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ooh, child. So this is the bestiary, the animals. Let's see if Spirit wants us to have one from here. I wanted to do one of each. Okay, what was that? Wait, I saw one flip. Here it is. Oh, black snake. Know your truth. Yes. Hello, Virgo new moon, y'all. Spirit. Yes, Spirit. So now that I'm in the right book the first time, excuse me, black snake. Black snake. 43. I love you guys. I hope you're doing okay. I know it's been intense for a summer. That Lionsgate portal. Woo! You guys, look at the art. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm sorry, it says grow your truth, not know. This reminds me of Kundalini rising, Caduceus, lots of things pop into my mind. My snakes. This is my Wajet, my protection, I have Horus, and then my other snake with my Lilith tattoo here. Anyway, many moons ago, in a garden far away, snake slid up to Eve and said, "You have a choice. With free will, while free will isn't evil, it is complex. It requires each of us to define our own moral center and know what we stand for. Without this knowledge, it's easy to steer off course or be misled by smooth talkers and slick ideas." Ooh, removing the sticky energy. Okay, I'm seeing like smudging away a snake. You guys, where is the snake in your life? Is it a person? Is it a family member? Is it... Anyway, Spirit is saying, without this knowledge, it's easy. Okay, we just read that. We grow when we see through the rhetoric and acknowledge our own truth. Each true choice expands you until, as you outgrow who you used to be, your past begins to bind and itch. Black snake slides in to remind us that you grow when you release. She says, let go of what no longer serves you so you continue to expand in your truest self. Yes. Yes. The reflection says, the rod of Asclepius, Greek god of healing, is a snake twining up a staff. In Hindu tradition, Kundalini energy, the raw power of creation, is symbolized by a snake moving up the spine and through the chakras. In the mountains of the Andes, the anaconda represents the powerful life force of the physical world and the element of earth. Yet snake is one of our oldest monsters. Lilith. She can move silently and her bite can kill. She is thought to be sly and deceitful, slippery and duplicitous. Her forked tongue an indication that she may be two-faced. This makes me think of how we were talking about Eris, the goddess of discord, which makes me think of Medusa and how they made her story out to be, and how the divine feminine can strike out in that Medusa-like, Lilith-like, dark feminine energy. That's coming to mind for me if that resonates as a message to someone. How can snake hold both healing and harm? This rich fullness is snake's special magic. Her medicine is ancient, complex, and in many ways foundational because it represents a vast range of experiences and possibility. What if snake's forked tongue is not a sign of duplicity, but instead indicates the ability to speak and know multiple truths simultaneously? What if snake's secret is that nothing is as cut and dried as we would like it to be, but that multiple realities exist at once until the moment you choose and your choice creates the reality to come? The mantra says, can I see many sides of a situation, giving each its due worth before making a decision? Okay. I am with that message. You guys, I want to pull one tarot card. I'm going to pull from the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot. I just one, though, because I wanted to not have a super long message. Anyway. Let's see what we've got, Spirit. Just one card for the collective on this Virgo new moon energy. Thank you for allowing us all to connect and share energy together, because we are not separate, but we're all connected. Thank you for the wisdom from our higher self, from our ancestors, from our guides. I'm going to take this one that wants to pop out off the back. The Ten of Swords. Truth and discernment. You know, I always associate this song around my mind. The sun will come up tomorrow, with your bottom down, is what I think about with the Ten of Swords. I feel like we've been in a cycle of karmic release. It's been soul contracts, relationship type contracts on a heavy level. A lot of things are coming to be collected so they can be returned, so people can elevate, so people continue to move forward. The Ten of Swords really feels like remembering that sometimes spirit works on us and it feels like a surgeon's knife. It's like a plant being pruned. But we evolve through this process, and this Virgo new moon cycle is kind of seeing truly and clearly. We don't have to shame ourselves. You know, did I maybe stab myself with about 9 of these swords? I mean, how many, but listen, irregardless, like, you're not bleeding out. The sun is coming up. Look, you made it through the whole night. It's the dawn. The clouds are rolling back. The mountains hold a lot of promise of what is new to come, and you're still alive. So you can return to your breath. You can get grounded. You can understand when you transmute and integrate the pain into wisdom, then magically you realize the swords, you consume the swords because they were not killing you. And then you transmute the energy, and then you have wisdom from that. So it's evolving. It's using truth, discernment for truth. And it's understanding, again, we're being pruned by life, by choices, by our experiences, by the contracts we involve in, and what we choose and our obstacles. So let's stay positive. Let's enjoy the end of August and going into September together. I love you guys. I hope you get grounded. Take care of yourself. Return to yourself. Draw on your breath. Remember who you are. Love on yourself. Les and I, as much as we can, we don't want to sit in our triggers, okay? I send you guys a lot of love, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for chilling with me for a few minutes today, and happy new moon to you in Virgo.